What's up, ghosts? Welcome to the Moonlit live stream. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. We're gonna watch some videos tonight and have some fun. We're gonna do one. We're gonna do one nukes video. Probably just do one, and unless we reach our goal of 20 viewers, you see that up in the corner there. If we hit 20 viewers, man, I'll stay on. I'll stay on however long it takes. But otherwise, we're gonna have some fun and watch some nukes and try to debunk some claims. Maybe find some stories that look realistic. That's ultimately what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to find the truth of this strange world that we live in. Really, for me, but for everybody watching, I think a lot of people have very strange, perplexing experiences that they don't really know what to do with, and then they get online and they're like, maybe other people are having experiences like this, and then they watch all of this crazy nonsense that people post online all the time, and then it almost like devalues like your own experience because you're like, well, this doesn't even look real. What I'm trying to do is trying to find the truth, the realness, because I think some of these videos are real. And that's kind of the goal of the Moonlit Ghost, to kind of find that evidence to validate people's personal experiences, because I've had many myself, and I know a lot of other people who've had strange, mysterious, and paranormal experiences. Before we get into Nuke's video, yeah, always just comment, let me know who's on, and make sure you let me know if my audio's like jacked up. I do my best to make sure it looks fine to me, but sometimes there's some weird issues. Let's do the Moonlit chest right there. Patreon shout out. Hit me up on Patreon, links in the description, to get your name in the Moonlit chest. We're going to draw a name, give them a shout out. Okay, let's see here. Let's do this one. We got Voidlock. Voidlock, thank you for supporting me on Patreon. I really appreciate it. Voidlock's great. He's got his own kind of setup over there. He's got a gaming channel, and you should go check out his stuff as well. All right, let's get into this video.
This is in Northern Ireland. Now, it should be mentioned that Brian is on the YouTube channel NI Explorer 84. A guy named Brian explores abandoned places in Northern Ireland. Now, it should be mentioned that Brian is not a ghost hunter or a paranormal investigator. In fact, he says he doesn't believe in ghosts at all.
I want to start by saying I am very, very, very skeptical. I don't believe in any of this stuff. I'm open to the possibility slightly, but
slightly
from the age of 9, 10, I
turn this down.
Because I wasn't afraid of it. Doesn't bother me. Don't believe in it.
But Brian recently had a...
That's interesting. He said at the age of 9 or 10, he slept in, yeah, a lot of these, probably about 80 or 90% of these are going to be fakers. That's at least what I have concluded in my own humble opinion. Vampire vid is quiet. We can turn the vid up a little bit. I don't want to turn it up too much because of like Nuke's music, but we'll turn it up a little bit. This guy is saying that he slept in a graveyard at like age 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that. And that's something I can appreciate. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I've ever slept in a graveyard, but I have purposely, I've explored graveyards at night, which is awesome if you can, if you're cool with doing that. But it's really interesting. I've done things like that. I used to like watch when I was a kid, like I used to watch X-Files, and then I'd like go to a cemetery and try to freak myself out because I was like, fear is not real. I mean, it is real, but it's like I wanted to kind of overcome that. So that's kind of interesting.
An experience that might make him reevaluate his feelings about the supernatural. You see, a few weeks ago, he explored an old abandoned theater in Omagh, Northern Ireland. As he walked into one of the screening rooms, he captured something that he just can't explain.
gonna go in here. Right. So the thing I'll say, get in here. Right. In here. It smells of smoke. Which means people are smoking in here. And then what'll happen?
Sorry, did he say this was an abandoned theater? I missed that part.
Jesus Christ, like honestly.
And this time, did you hear it?
Get in here.
I didn't hear it, Nuke.
As Brian walks into a screening room, two unexplained voices can be heard whispering in the darkness. They seem to be talking about Brian as they both say, "It's people." Brian says that he had no idea what he had recorded.
I'm going to go back and listen to that part very carefully. But if you're a fan of the show, you know I'm very skeptical of... I believe in the paranormal, but I'm very skeptical of EVPs. I think either one, they're always faking it, or two, if it sounds like a voice that's not from them that faking it, or other people near the camera whispering, then it's like, it's just kind of audio pareidolia. But I'm going to go back and listen to it.
Until he uploaded his video and read the viewer comments.
So, 5 o'clock in the morning, woke up, got a notification from someone on YouTube who commented in the video saying that, don't mean to freak you out, but at 8 minutes 40 in your video from the cinema that you did the weekend there's someone whispering in your ear. So then the guy on YouTube messaged again and he goes, by the way, it actually says it's people.
Brian also says that there was absolutely no one else inside the theater.
But the thing is, if you knew the cinema and where I was at, it's a closed hall with 3 rooms, 3 cinema rooms. I was in all 3 rooms. I walked around all 3 rooms twice. I come down back past that hall on the way out. So that's 3 times I was around that place. There was no one there. There was no one there. And it's not as if I was hearing someone's voice through the wall. It was a whisper and it was right beside where I was at. I can't explain it. I just can't. And I don't think I've missed anything, and I cannot explain this, and it is freaky as shit. Honestly, I've never caught anything like this ever in video.
But what do you think? Did Brian record the
Let's
voices
hear it
of
again.
spirits that haunt the old Oma Theatre in Northern Ireland? You decide.
Okay. It sounds like somebody is saying it's people, but let's go back to the first time when he plays it here. Where is he at? Where?
Joel Blunt.
Get in here.
Is it loud enough that you can actually hear? Is the video loud enough for you guys viewing that you can actually hear that supposed EVP?
Get in here.
Vampire says he's British. I believe him.
Get in here.
Oh man. Okay. I hear what's something that sounds like it's people.
Here.
I'm trying to figure out if that is just like the power of suggestion, because it does sound like it's people. But I don't know if I am only hearing that because they said that's what it was, or they have the subtitles down below. I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. I think probably if I recorded that and it was very clearly it's people, I think that probably be actually a valid EVP. But this just comes down to whether you trust this British bloke, this fellow. That's just kind of on the fence to me. I don't know if it's actually saying it's people or it's just power of suggestion. But it does. I understand why it does sound kind of creepy. I don't know. Do you believe this guy? I'm like on the fence about him. Let's get to the next one.
Spirits that haunt the old Oma Theatre in Northern Ireland? You decide. Imaginary fiend. A guy named Ahmad was visiting.
Let me know if you're watching this. Let me know what you think of EVPs. I am highly skeptical of just EVPs in general. and I wish I had a clearer. I wish I had some more convincing evidence of EVPs. But yeah, let me know what you Soylent Green. We got Jordan in here. Thanks for showing up, Jordan Quinlisk. That last name is really cool. I think I've said that a few times, but thanks for I appreciate you. Soylent Green is
In his family home when his 7-year-old sister wanted to show him a cute
yeah,
little
let me know what
picture
you think
she'd
of
drawn. But it
EVPs.
wasn't a cute
Your
picture.
personal opinions.
In fact, it was kind of horrifying.
Wait, what are you gonna show me?
Wasn't
Okay,
except
so Imaginary
Fiend.
Fiend.
A guy named Ahmad was visiting his family home when his 7-year-old sister wanted to show him a cute little picture she'd drawn.
Man, this is already like kids' drawings that like turn into like horror movies. Okay, let's see.
But it wasn't a cute picture. In fact, it was kind of horrifying.
Wait, what are you gonna show me?
My picture I drew.
Your picture you drew.
That's Daddy, that's Mummy, and that's me.
And what's that?
I'm sorry for laughing, but that is pretty dang funny. that's Steve. What? Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that at all. Oh my gosh. Wow, what a picture. That's me. That's Daddy, that's Mommy, that's me. That's Steve. Whew, okay, I'm gonna compose myself and go back.
It was kind of horrifying.
Wait, what are you gonna show me?
My picture I drew.
Your picture you drew.
That's Daddy, that's Mummy, and that's me.
And what's that?
That's Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Who's Steve?
My friend.
What, your imaginary friend.
My best friend.
Your best friend Steve. You've got a best friend that looks like this.
It's my best friend Steve.
Okay. I'm leaving the house.
The little girl's drawing of her nightmarish friend Steve went viral, even inspiring some viewers to create renderings of
Oh
what
yeah,
Steve might
there
look
we
like
go.
in real life.
Yep.
Viewers of Ahmad's video encouraged him to ask the little girl a few more questions about her imaginary friend Steve, and things went from bad to worse.
Mama said you got 2 imaginary friends.
No, I've got 2 best friends.
You've got 2 best friends.
Yeah, 2. Do you want me to show you his picture?
Who's that?
That's Steve.
Yeah.
That's Margaret.
And who's that?
That's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
No, but you spelt my name wrong.
Yeah, but that's you.
That's me.
Yeah, with your mustache and your eyebrows.
My eyebrows.
Vampire, if
That's mine
if
too.
if
Do you want me to
if
show you
Steve
the picture?
is
Who's that?
beautiful,
That's
which I don't
Steve.
disagree with,
That's
what is Margaret? Look at those eyes, man. Wow. There's a double face on like Margaret here. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of there's a cryptid in like the Amazon rainforest, the jungle, called the Mapinguari. It's like it's not Bigfoot, but it's like a giant ground sloth with a stomach, with a mouth. It's got a mouth on its head, but it's also got like a mouth like on its stomach and in its chest right here. That is psychopathic. Wow, that's Margaret. Cheeks is terrifying. Yeah. Stomach mouth. Yeah.
Margaret.
And who's that?
That's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
No, but you spelt my name wrong.
Yeah, but that's you.
That's me.
Yeah, with your mustache and your eyebrows.
My eyebrows.
Yeah.
My eyebrows look like that.
Yeah, your bushy eyebrows.
So why have you drawn this for?
But Steve doesn't like you.
Steve doesn't like me.
I'm gonna let
Yeah,
this play all the way through
Margaret
before I
likes
give
you.
my
Margaret
real
likes me.
commentary on this.
Look, she's holding your hand.
She's holding my hand. She's eating me. Are you sure Margaret likes me?
Yeah, she's holding your hand.
Do I need to be worried?
No,
No.
no.
Actually, this is not a joke. I have left the house. If you want a Steve part 4, I'll be honest, I'm not giving that update.
because now I'm unliked by Steve, whoever this person is.
It turns out that Ahmad's little sister has another imaginary friend named
Jeez.
Margaret. But even creepier, he learns that for some reason, her old friend Steve just doesn't like him.
Wait, so why have you drawn this for?
Because Steve doesn't like you.
Steve doesn't like me.
We got 6 people watching this, and I want to know your honest opinions about this particular video. Steve, Margaret, this little girl is this guy, I think his name is Ahmad. He is claiming that this is like real, that his little sister is drawing these pictures of her 2 best friends. That's what they look like. Once Nuke gets done with this particular video, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think is going on here.
Yeah.
Ahmad is now a little freaked out. He says that after this last visit with his little sister, the drawings are just getting a bit too creepy for him. He says that he won't be checking in with another update on Steve, or Margaret for that matter. The hanging.
Oh man, I was not expecting Steve to show up in that picture. I feel pretty confident that that Steve is real and Margaret is fake. That's what we got from the nude president. Nude president chiming in. Appreciate you making your comments. The Steve is the real imaginary friend, but he's the real one, and Margaret is the fake imaginary friend. Jordan's got, I'm never ready for Steve. Okay, okay. Highly entertaining, but I feel pretty confident in saying that Ahmed is trying to get some clicks here. I genuinely don't believe, not that kids don't have vivid imaginations, but I think that was all set up. I think maybe either he drew Steve or instructed his little sister on how to draw these creatures, and they kind of scripted this out. That's what I think is happening. I don't think Ahmad's little sister is playing Legos with Steve and Margaret when no one's looking. That is very entertaining, though.
Hands. A woman is running a daycare out of her quiet suburban home. It's an average day, and the kids are laughing and playing nearby. Everything seems normal, but then things start to get a little spooky.
Man, what's up with like all the kid videos, man? Like I just So that kid was genuinely freaked out. This isn't staged. This is a real thing. The kid was genuinely tripping.
Comes running out of one of the nearby rooms, screaming in fear. The daycare provider hurries over and asks him what's wrong, but he's too terrified to speak. He just points at the open door.
He saw something.
Cautiously,
That's for sure.
Goes to check it out for herself.
She's like genuinely scared. I mean, that kid did kind of scream like a death scream, but kids do that pretty regularly, so I don't know. No way. I'm sold. This one's real. This is a real poltergeist in this daycare. I believe it. Say no more. This is a real video of a real poltergeist activity.
Were you in there? Were you in there?
Unless this is from like a movie.
Who knocked this over?
I'm sold.
While the woman
Maybe
is
it was
in the room
just air.
investigating, a heavy child's playhouse suddenly tips over on its side.
There's no kids in
The
there.
crash startles her and leaves the children a bit confused. But here's where things get very, very creepy.
Okay. There comes a point in like Nuke's videos, people who submit these videos, where something like this happens and it's like convincing to me, And then, like, I wish it would just stop there. But then things start to get crazier and crazier and escalate and escalate. And I'm hoping that it just kind of stops here, because if something like really weird happens, then I'm gonna have to pull the plug on it. Not the live stream, but I mean, like, I'm gonna have to back away from my stance on this. But so far, I think this is a real event happening. But what's really gonna be the creepy part here? That's the question.
Because did you see it?
Oh no,
Viewers-
did I see it? The classic nukes, did I see it? I didn't see, I mean, I saw the house tip over, but let's watch it again from the get-go to see if I can actually see what he's talking about.
But then things
So
start
this
to
this
get
kid
a little spooky.
screams bloody murder in the other room, sees something, which at that point it could be anything. Yeah, he is like not having it. I'm looking in the mirror or the TV. Is there going to be like a figure in the mirror?
A little boy comes running out of one of the what's wrong.
She goes in and investigates. Nothing appears in there. Then the house tips over. Okay, I didn't see anything particularly in the mirror yet.
Did you do that? Were you in there? Were you in there?
Maybe, who knocked this over? Maybe it was just air.
The woman is in the
That's
room
super
investigating
trippy.
a heavy child's playhouse.
Okay,
Confused.
now what am I
But
supposed to
here's
see?
where things get very, very creepy.
I'm not seeing it.
Because did you see it? Viewers of the video point out that there are two creepy little hands reaching down from above the door. The hands look to be about the size of a child, and they pull back and disappear just as the little boy runs from the room.
What?
Now, the daycare provider's daughter who posted the video says that she didn't even notice these little hands until someone pointed them out in the video comments.
This is the room.
It's on the
crazy thing
door.
about this is that there was like markings at the top of the entranceway of like the doorway, and I guess in the video, you can see hands gripping onto the doorway. I don't really know what to make of that.
80s vampire caught that, the door frame.
The young woman says that she is also confused as to how the child's playhouse could just turn over.
Firstly, we have the house, and obviously you guys saw that it fell, but the other thing I wanted to point out was that it's pretty hefty, so it really doesn't make any sense that it would just fall on its own like that.
But the story gets even creepier as the daycare provider's daughter explains just why the little boy ran out of the room in the first place.
The main thing, and the reason that the little boy was screaming, is actually in here. We have this covered up for a reason. Apparently, the little boy told my mom that he saw a face in these mirrors.
A few days later, and the daughter notices something weird on the CCTV. As she is watching, the child security gate just seems to unlatch and open on its own. She heads into the room to investigate, but she's not ready for what she finds.
If this is just like over the top, sometimes these things lead into like over the top nonsense, but I'm still on board with this. I'm still like,
That's fucking creepy.
I'm still like 100% on board with this.
Do it again.
No, it's not going to follow her commands. Yeah, the Steve crossover.
Okay.
Steve's fault.
Do it again.
It's not going to listen to it. Well, I mean, seems like it probably will,
I'll wait.
because that's where we're going with this.
Do it again.
She's putting energy into
Open
this.
the gate.
This is fascinating. This is fascinating. Honestly, this is one of the more interesting videos I've seen in a while.
As she is recording the child gate and trying to encourage any nearby spirit
The gate doesn't
to open it
open,
again,
but
something suddenly moves under the sheet covering the vanity. It almost looks like a finger poking underneath. The movement is slight, but the young woman notices it immediately and just makes a run for it. The woman and her mother now believe that the little child's vanity was the cause of all the paranormal activity. They say that they have now sold the little wooden vanity to someone on Facebook Marketplace. Someone who actually wanted to buy the vanity just because it might be haunted. But was this actual paranormal activity? And if not, then just what are these bizarre little hands that seem to reach down from the ceiling?
Okay.
You decide. If you see some
My verdict on that, to me, that was one of the more convincing poltergeist, like kind of weird entity videos, ghost videos I've seen in a while. I don't know. Call me like crazy, but I think some of these are legit and real, and I think that's a real instance. I don't think that was acting from that kid. It was a CCTV video, security camera from like a daycare. And kids scream bloody murder all the time. Okay, that's normal. But that kid really kind of screamed in there, and he ran out, and he was obviously terrified. That I don't think that was acting. That really happened. So something scared him, and she goes investigates. It kind of hinges on that boy being terrified. And I don't believe that the adults in this situation are intentionally trying to scare the kids. That would just be awful anyway, but I don't think that they're doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one up. I can't do this like right now while I'm live streaming, but I'm gonna put this one up on the Discord in the Solve a Mystery section on the Discord, and the link is in the chat. It's pinned at the top comment. There's the link for the Discord. I'm gonna put it after this live stream is over. I'm putting it in the Solve a Mystery on Discord for you guys to comment further on it to try to. What I want you to do your best to try to debunk it. Give me any reason why this was staged or this was not real, because skepticism is a healthy thing, and I want to believe this one. So after the live stream, head on over there. Or head on over there right now if you want to, and just check out what's going on there. We already have a couple things in the Discord. In the Solve a Mystery, we got car ghost nukes, and we got a UFO scan. Oh my goodness, we've got a UFO video scanning a car. Supposedly it's like a real video. Check that out on the Solve a Mystery section in the Discord. Let's move on with nukes.
something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5 of France is haunted by a very invisible guest.
The invisible guest.
Tristan says that his house in France is haunted by a very active poltergeist. He often
And if you have any video suggestion, video reactions, I've got one. I'm not going to react to it today, but I'll react to it tomorrow. If you have any other channels or other specific individual videos you want me to react to on a live stream, put it in the reaction suggestion over on the Moonlit Ghost Discord. Link at the top of the chat here.
hears footsteps and sees things moving on their own.
Here's another one for the door, my moving door database that I need to create. That would be annoying in the middle of the night.
After having a psychic medium come over to cleanse his house, the paranormal activity only gets worse.
Holy cow, that quick turn back made me jump a little bit.
Late one night.
You see, if something like that daycare video was really great because it's hard for me to kind of deny that one, but that just opens the door for like, if that's real, then I wonder how many of these other videos like this are real. Like, what are these people doing that like all their furniture is like moving and doors are slamming? Like are they doing some like weird stuff? Like you shouldn't be like intentionally trying to get this stuff to happen in your house. And unfortunately, I think maybe that's what people are doing.
Tristan hears strange aggressive banging coming from his hallway. He grabs his phone and starts filming as he goes to check it out.
It's his buddy on the other side there, just wreaking havoc. That cat is tripping out. Okay, run up really quick and open the door. Just do it. Just open the door right now. No, don't just open the door. Open the door. Now don't let anybody escape. Doesn't appear to be anybody there, but there seems to be a little spot behind the door. Please show behind the door. That's legitimate. Okay. Oh, look up. Look up, please.
The bathroom door handle is rotating wildly as his cat stares on in fear.
Wow.
Tristan approaches the door cautiously when suddenly it swings open and there's no one inside.
Okay. Okay.
Tristan says that
Let's wait on cutting to a few nights later, and let's just use our critical thinking skills here.
Tristan approaching door handle is rotating wildly as his cat stares on in fear. Tristan approaches the door cautiously.
Still moving, still moving, still moving. Okay. What do you guys think of this one? I'm sold. We got the nude president plunger in the shower is suspicious. Seems like something Steve would have planted. Steve is gonna be like the new Slender Man. That's just blame Steve for everything. I can't believe that was Steve, man. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, so that seems all legit. It doesn't seem like there's any weird cuts to the camera. It's all kind of moving seamlessly right about there. Finally just stops and it opens. Do you see anything else in that darkness as it's slowly moving?
And there's no one inside.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It does seem like that plunger is just sitting there kind of like nonchalantly, like he's just chilling, like, what just happened? I don't know. I wasn't doing anything.
Cut to a few nights later, and Tristan says that some...
Wait. Yeah, nude president creeping and lurking. Nude president has a good point. Like, what's the plunger doing in the shower? That is kind of suspicious. It's kind of weird, actually, now that I think about it. Like, well, I'm not going to think about it too much.
Shoes in the kitchen hallway had moved on their own. So he sets up a camera to film down the hallway while he and his girlfriend watch TV in the other room. His camera catches something that is pure nightmare fuel.
Nightmare fuel. All I'm going to think now, because of, Steve, I just see like Steve like, like, bouncing through their kitchen or something like that. Nuke doesn't say nightmare fuel for no reason. This is gonna be good. Things flying off the shelf.
A box flies out of a storage shelf and slams into the wall. Tristan goes to investigate, but he doesn't find anything. However, did you see it?
Oh, man, there's something else to see.
When Tristan checks his footage later and zooms in on the doorway, there's a strange
Dude's causing a ruckus.
transparent apparition just standing there. The figure is small, about the size of a child, and it quickly glides off into the hallway. Immediately after, the box violently flies off the storage shelf. These days, Tristan says nothing seems to be working to get rid of the poltergeist that haunts his home, and that now he's just planning to move out. The curse?
I'm of so many different two minds of this. If I that child daycare video is like tripping me out, because like that just opens the door. It's like, why isn't this real? Why isn't this real? If you really are, if that stuff was happening in my home, I would perform like a real like scientific experiment. I wouldn't just move out and be like, good luck, next person who lives here. I think that some of these people, I think maybe there's an uptick in these types of paranormal happenings in people's houses, because I think, maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think people are like wanting these things to happen because of the day and age in which we live. You know, you're not spending 18 hours a day like fighting for your survival, like hunting and farming. People are chilling, want something interesting to happen, and don't have anything better to do with their time. They're watching videos like these. I'm like, that'd be cool if I could catch something haunting. And I honestly think that your intention brings this type of stuff about. And if we're really seeing this, I think that guy, I bet he was doing some stuff. I bet he was manifesting this. And I think that happens more often than we think.
Of room 112. At a quiet nursing home, staff member...
And like that kid who screamed, you know, just like Monsters, Inc. I hate to bring up that movie because it's so unfortunate that the commentary that we get, I think it's real. That kid, they just have to have enough energy to do something to kind of scare somebody or get a thought in people's minds. And then you start thinking about what's going on, and then it trips you out, it freaks you out. And I think your fear gives these things, whatever they are, the energy to actually interact with the physical world, to even cause more havoc and to cause more fear. And I think that's kind of what happened when that kid freaked out, screamed, whatever that was, kind of took its energy and gave it enough energy to tip over that playhouse. I don't know. Call me crazy. Nude President says Monsters, Inc. is a 10/10 monster documentary. 10 out of 10 monster documentary. I think that's right. I think that's right.
Camilla Torres says that there's one room that no one dares to stay in anymore. Room 112. Camilla says that room 112 is notoriously known as, quote, the death room. You see, every resident who's...
So we saw this. Oh no, wait, this is a different video. Oh no, we'll just watch it because there's more to this.
Sudden medical issues that often send them to the hospital, and sometimes they don't survive. The nurses and staff at the home say that they get chills just walking past the room door. Now eventually things got so bad that room 112 was just left empty, but it seems that something is still inside. One night the nurses are creeped out as the call alarm in room 112 suddenly goes off, as if a resident inside is pressing the emergency button for help. But again, there's not supposed to be anyone in room 112.
Get the light, get the light. Yes. Did you just get that on camera? No. Stop. I don't. No.
What did she get on camera?
You said you checked it? Yes.
Oh, the door. The door was closing and
Did you just get
opening.
that on camera? No. Stop. I don't. No, I'm not playing with you anymore. I don't like this. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
You can't tell me nursing homes aren't haunted. So scared I had my supervisor check our haunted room. The call light was going off and nobody is inside.
Right there.
Okay, our nursing homes, before I even get to what's about to happen here, our nursing home residents, like these people in charge of the nursing homes, are they fabricating? This is a real nursing home. This isn't a soundstage. It's not a Hollywood set. Are they faking this? I don't think they are. I think something weird is really happening.
Okay, you're gonna stop this right now.
Wow. And the camera is blurry. That is really annoying, actually. Just please focus the camera. Oh, I can't handle this. Tell me if this makes any sense. I'm gonna
Camilla watches
turn
the
this
CCTV
down.
as the heavy door to room 112 slowly closes by itself. She and her coworker go to investigate, but as expected, there's no one there. Cut to a week later. Residents of the nursing home are enjoying a visit with a therapy dog. Suddenly, things take a very creepy turn.
You know how you know how everybody, like, skeptics always give, like, the believers, like, flack for, like, the recording a paranormal event on, like, a potato cam or something like that. That's unfortunate, but I wonder if there's really something to that. I wonder if there's really some sort of force, some sort of thing actually interfering with electrical signals in equipment, but also in your brains, in your minds, to some degree. Oh no, that she has never left a group before. This is real. No. This is real. This is real. I trust service dogs implicitly. Oh, they zoom in on the 112. Oh my gosh.
The normally calm therapy dog suddenly becomes very agitated.
Oh.
It just walks away from the group and heads down the hall straight to room 112. The dog stands at the doorway looking inside and whimpering as if it is staring at something disturbing in the darkness. Something that no one else can see. As word about haunted room 112 begins to spread, the nursing home residents start to get a little freaked out. One woman decides to perform a religious cleansing ritual on the room.
Okay, before we get to this religious cleansing ritual, we saw this on last night's live stream, and this is crazy. This is crazy. But we got let's check out what Nude President is having to say here. Nude President says, real nursing home for sure. Unfortunately, we have no clue how their system is set up. That signal could be set off from anywhere. And they didn't go into the room after the dog. They really should have entered the room on camera after the dog ran up. Okay, I agree, but watch what happens here, Nude President. I saw this part on last night's live stream.
To record
This is crazy.
and share it with her Catholic friends group on Facebook. The video captures something that is downright chilling.
Throwback to 2019 when a resident asked me to record her cleansing the death room. She wanted it for her Facebook group, so I recorded this for her using her phone. Whenever someone tells me they don't believe in ghosts, I show them this video.
Heavenly Father, I ask for your divine presence to fill this space. May your light shine brightly through every room, cleansing this home of any negativity, fear, or unrest. Let peace dwell in every corner, and love be the foundation of every wall. Bless this home with your protection. surrounding it with your angels, and shielding it from harm and evil. May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your blessings. In Jesus.
Did you see it? As the resident recites a prayer at the
Yeah, this is the one from Bizarre Bob.
rosary beads in her hand are suddenly yanked by some invisible force. The woman doesn't notice and continues her prayer, but when they watch the footage back, they notice the strange, unexplained jerk on the beads, almost as if something was trying to snatch them right out of her hands.
I don't think there's any way she could have manipulated that with her hand to swing it up like that. And I don't think there's anything attached to the end of that because she's very clearly walking down. This is a long shot of them walking down the hallway before they even get to this point. Something moved her rosary.
Heavenly Father, I ask for your divine presence to fill this space. May your light shine brightly through every room, cleansing this home of any negativity, fear, or unrest. Let peace dwell in every corner, and love be the foundation of every wall. Bless this home with your protection, surrounding it with your angels, and shielding it from harm and evil. May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window
Yeah.
open to your blessings. In Jesus.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
As the resident recites a prayer at the door of room 112, the rosary beads in her hand are suddenly yanked by some invisible force. The woman doesn't notice and continues her prayer, but when they watch the footage back, they notice the strange, unexplained jerk on the beads, almost as if something was trying to snatch them right out of her hands. Camilla says that to this day, haunted room 112 still remains empty. Dark reflection.
Okay. That's a wily one. Yeah, 80s vampire says clothes and hair moving unnaturally is so convincing. I don't know how to. She didn't do that. The only thing I can think of is like if they were contriving this whole thing, if they were setting all this up, she would have had to have had some sort of mechanism that like like something hidden in her sleeve or something that forced it up, like a poof of air, maybe. I don't think she did that. I like. There's a number of other things, and to new president's point, do they go in after? I don't think it even needs to be that complicated. What do you got? What's your explanation, nude president? I don't think with like little movements you can get it to move a little bit, but I don't think you could really get it to swing up that far. Really long string, like I appreciate you. I appreciate your skepticism because that's what we need. That seems a little crazy to me though. Do they show the inside? No, they don't. No, not in that one, but new president is sounding off on this one. They walk one direction with a well-placed string. You could have planted that. They walk one way down. She doesn't twist. No, they don't show inside the death room. We never see their feet. We never see their feet. We never see their feet. Okay. Let's watch this one more time for nude president here. Okay. Keep in mind, there's these other things. They would have had to have lured that service dog away from the group. Which you can train these dogs to do anything you want. But this seems like my heart like just bleeds. Like if they are intentionally doing this to like this group of people in this nursing home, they would literally be like calling a dog away from this group because I think that's a real group if this is all set up. Okay, so there's that, and then there's really long string. Oh boy, that one's. They don't ever show their feet. No, they don't ever show their feet.
divine presence to fill this space. May your light shine brightly through every room, cleansing this home of any negativity, fear, or unrest. Let peace dwell in every corner, and love be the foundation of every wall. Bless this home with your protection, surrounding it with your angels, and shielding it from harm and evil. May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your blessings. In Jesus'
Did you?
Okay, so the alarm going off is just is something. It could be just anything setting it off. The dog was trained to go over there. They lured it with a like a whistle. Only the dog hears, or like they just trained it to do that. And this is a really long string. That's a hard one to swallow. I'm gonna be honest. All of that, it's possible. It's possible, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Think about how much the door is out of frame for most of the shot too. A little string hand off wouldn't be hard either. Okay. You know what? I'm going to put this one on the Discord. Solve a mystery. Discuss this one further. After the live stream. I can do that right now. We're going to get on with the video. Thank you for all the comments.
As the resident recites a prayer at the recent Smurl conjure remains empty. Dark reflections. The recent film, The Conjuring Last Rites, is based on Ed and Lorraine Warren's investigation of the infamous Smurl haunting in West Pittston, Pennsylvania. Jack and Janet Smurl claimed a demonic presence tormented their family for over a decade, filling their home with strange noises, chilling screams, moving objects, and even physical attacks. Since the movie's release, many people have gone back to revisit real footage that was shot inside the Smurl house.
I want all of you now to think of the most violent thought you can imagine. That's it, folks.
One particular clip has unsettled many viewers. In it, Lorraine Warren gives a tour of the Smurl home, pausing at a closet where
I haven't done like I know about these Warrens, these people. I haven't done extensive research on these people, but I don't get like a great vibe from them. I don't know. So let's just see what this is.
the family often heard unexplained loud and insistent knocking.
This is the closet area, and especially in the back of this closet, where they will hear much of the rapping that takes place in this bedroom.
And here's where things get really creepy. Look closely as Lorraine Warren reaches for the closet door. Her reflection in a nearby mirror looks just wrong. Her face appears dark and distorted, and her eyes have gone black.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Her reputation as a psychic empath, some believe that she may have been channeling the dark entity that haunted the home. But what do you think? With that hauntation store
Area, and especially in the back.
for the family ups. In it, Lorraine Warren gives a tour of the insistent knocking.
This is the closet area, and especially in the back of this.
Yeah, that is weird. That is weird. I mean, that could be light reflections and old cameras do weird things. I think that's probably nothing. But yeah. Oh, but yeah, I see it now. That is like really creepy looking.
And here's
But
where things get really creepy.
yeah, it is spooky looking.
Warren reaches for the closet.
Oh man, like right there, it's like wow.
As Lorraine Warren reaches
Yeah, it's like a that is kind of crazy.
for the closet door. Her reflection in a nearby mirror looks just wrong.
Pretty bad.
Her face appears dark and distorted, and her
Wow.
eyes have gone black. Given Lorraine Warren's reputation as a psychic empath, some believe that she may have been channeling the dark entity that haunted the home.
She very well could have been. But I don't know. That's just like a weird old camera, mirror, light. Who knows?
What do you think?
That reminds me of another video from like a security camera when these people were doing like the seance. I don't know if you remember it, but and I don't like seance videos, but like a lady, like a woman had this kind of same appearance kind of come over her face. She kind of looked like turned into like a witch or something like that. Yeah, that's a weird one, but yeah.
Whispers in the dark.
Whispers in the dark.
Proud mother Jacqueline says that some strange things have been happening since she and her 2 daughters moved into their new home. At first, her oldest daughter told her that someone was whispering to her at night as she tried to fall asleep. The little girl said that she couldn't understand what the person was saying.
Man, weird things happen when you're trying to go to sleep. I have had a long history of I was like an insomniac for a long time. I swear I went a week without sleeping once. And yeah, so like weird things happen, and sometimes I wouldn't know like if I had slept like 30 minutes or like 20 hours, and I was just kind of like whack. I was like messed up. And I've had a lot of weird things can happen when you're like going to sleep or just waking up.
Or even whether the voice was male or female. On another evening, her daughter said that she heard someone calling her name from downstairs. Now, at first, Mom Jacqueline just dismisses these claims as a child's imagination. But then one day, she catches something on her living room camera that is truly disturbing.
Sorry, I'm trying to like multitask here. Plastic bag falling.
Jacqueline's daughter is playing at their table when suddenly a toy comes bouncing across the floor towards her.
Yeah.
Almost as if thrown by
Weird.
something. The girl
Weird.
goes to check it out, and then a plastic bag falls to the ground. Now, either of those could be written off as a simple coincidence.
Sure.
But then things
Where is it gonna go?
weird. The little girl suddenly cries out and clutches her arm before running upstairs in tears.
She had
Later,
something.
She tells her mom that something grabbed her. And when
Yeah.
Jacqueline looks, there's a fresh red scratch on her daughter's arm. Jacqueline says that both of her children now sleep in bed with her. So, is there something sinister haunting Jacqueline's new home?
Could be.
Tell me what you think.
Could be.
in the
Could
comments.
be. Could
Haunted
be.
housekeeping. A woman named Sarah says that she works as part of the cleaning staff at a nursing home. Now, to avoid any confusion, while Sarah usually speaks Spanish in her videos, this nursing home is actually located in Arizona in the U.S.
I work in an area where old people pretty much come to die. Okay. Okay. The old people who are all alone, who don't, and there are so many noises. And it's terribly dark, and you're alone. Lights go out, the elevator opens. It's a terrifying thing.
Sarah says that since she has been working at the nursing home, she has heard and experienced many strange things.
No me gusta venir sola. And there is no one at the piano.
One day, while Sarah is working alone in the nursing home, things take a terrifying turn. She starts to hear strange, unexplained screams echoing through the halls.
¿De dónde viene ese ruido? Se escucha como que gritaran, como si hablaran. No es nadie. Se escucha que grita. Creo que es de acá.
From here.
Oigan, hay veces que se oyen las sillas de ruedas que caminan, que hablan. ¿Qué podrá ser? Ay, ¿qué podrá ser?
Okay.
No puede ser. No puede ser, ¿escucharon? Ahora sí sentí que alguien...
Just now I felt like someone touched me.
As Sarah searches the hallways, she doesn't hear it, but there is a strange voice that sounds like an older woman whispering, "I see you."
Yeah, okay.
Then, out of nowhere, a cart rolls across one of the activity rooms completely on its own. Sarah says that just then she felt someone touch her back.
Ahora sí sentí que alguien me tocó de verdad.
And with that, Sarah has had enough. She just gets out of there. So, what do you think? Is there evidence of a haunting in the critical care wing of the nursing home? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Could be an elaborate hoax. That one would be very, very, very easy to fake. I mean, obviously somebody could just be over there. That's the easiest solution to that one. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a ghost, but you kind of have to rate these things on like how easy they would be to fake. I mean, ghosts are real. Who knows what they're really doing, right? But like that one, somebody could have very clearly been on the other side of that wall pushing that thing. So that's kind of, I'm not giving that one high ratings. Okay, we're on to number 1. We're going to do this one, and we'll probably just call it a night after this one. Make sure to like the stream if you are enjoying this. And join me on a daily basis. Either I'm live streaming on YouTube publicly every evening around 9 p.m. or on my Patreon, free Patreon. You don't even need to sign up. Just go to the Patreon. But let's watch this final nukes video.
A bit funny or just kind of weird. First up, a ghost hunter in Malaysia tries to provoke a spirit into showing itself. He stands up on a table and dares the ghost to push him off. What happens next leaves him speechless.
The table like flips and he does like a cartwheel. That's a Steve move right there. That's a Steve move.
2 girls who work in an unair-conditioned clothing store lie down on the floor to cool off. It was a terrible mistake.
We got Voylock in the house. Number 1, I know. 80s Vampire says spooky. Something I don't want to be watching is going on here. A mouse ran up her leg. Jeez.
A rat runs up one of the girls'
Oh my
pants and
gosh.
tries to Gangnam style it back out of there. Now, the weird thing I found out when researching this story is new fear unlocked. This happens a lot.
Okay. Are we on like Nuke's number 1 video? Like what's going on here? Okay.
Jesse has a mouse.
This is really a thing that happens, huh? Comment if you've ever had a mouse crawl up your legs. That's kind of a weird thing that apparently this happens a lot to people. Pull the pants off. Nude president is admitting something. He's never had a mouse crawl up his leg, but he ran up a mouse's leg once. I'm sure he was just as surprised. Is this like Nuke's number 1 video? Like where? Like this is what he's got for his number 1 video? Like a compilation of like mice running up?
And thanks for watching.
Okay. Well, that's that, guys. So we have a few people jumping on Discord, on the Moonlit Discord, which I'm stoked on. We are going to address some of those things, do some reactions from that next week, Monday through Friday. We're going to be doing daily live streams over live on YouTube and on Patreon. So make sure you check out both. And we're going to be looking at, we've had a few people suggest some things in the reaction channels and over on Discord. So if you have a story, if you want to just go hang out and talk about weird and strange things, hit up the Discord. If you want to support me on my mission to find real evidence of the paranormal and help facilitate authentic stories that are really happening, you can support me on Patreon. Otherwise, you can just like and subscribe, and that helps me out. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for jumping on. We're gonna